Deep in a magical, whispering forest, lived a little map. But this was no ordinary map. It had roads that curled like ribbon candy, mountains drawn with tiny smiling peaks, and it was completely, hopelessly lost. Every path on the map had faded to pale gray. Every trail marker had gone quiet. The little map wandered in circles, sighing softly with each rustling breeze. It had forgotten something very important, where it was supposed to go. Then, bonk. Something small and star-shaped tumbled right out of a giant oak tree and landed on the mossy ground with a cheerful little bounce. It was a tiny compass rose. Its 4 golden points sparkled like little stars, and its needle spun around with delighted energy. "Oh hello," it chirped brightly. "I'm Rosie. And you look like you could use a little direction." The little map frowned. "Direction," it said sadly. "What's the point of a direction when I don't even know what I'm looking for anymore?" Its edges drooped like wilted leaves. Rosie the compass rose thought for a moment, then smiled the widest smile. "Then we find your adventure together. Every great map needs a compass, and every compass needs somewhere wonderful to point to." The map's faded lines flickered, just a little, with new color. Together, they followed Rosie's golden needle northward, down a winding forest path bursting with wildflowers in every color of the rainbow. The map felt its trails beginning to glow again, pink, violet, leafy green. But then, they reached the sparkling riverside, and Rosie's needle began to spin wildly. "Oh no," Rosie squeaked nervously. "There's too much magnetic energy near the water. I don't know which way to point." Now it was the map's turn to help. It looked at its glowing trails carefully and spotted a pattern. "The river bends east here, I remember now. The old trail crosses just past those lily pads." The map had found its voice again. Rosie's needle steadied, and she gasped with delight. "You did it. You guided us this time." The little map straightened its corners proudly. Maybe it hadn't forgotten everything after all. Hand in hand, or rather, point in corner, the two friends climbed to the top of the gentle forest hilltop just as the sun melted into a sky of peach and gold. And there, spread out before them, was the most breathtaking view either had ever seen. "This," whispered the little map, its trails now blazing with brilliant color, "is the adventure I was looking for." Rosie glowed warmly beside it, her golden needle pointing straight at the map's heart. And so, the wandering map was lost no more. Because it had learned the greatest secret of all adventures: you don't need to know the whole path ahead, you just need one good friend to help you find the very next step. Glowing star.